There we go. It's Federal Prison Talk. Guys, I got a special guest today, and his name is Otis, and he's been on my show, but not lately because he was on the show before he went to prison. And we did 2 episodes, right? When you were looking at
Yeah, we
47
definitely
months.
we did 2 episodes.
And then did another one when you got sentenced, you get 24 months. And those 24 months, they've come and gone. He went to Coleman. Well, I'll let you tell him in a minute. And now he's out. He's been out for a while.
Yeah,
And I got a
exactly.
call from a guy named Ronald who might come on here who has to turn himself into Coleman on Monday. But let
Okay.
me introduce you to Otis. Hey, talk to the people, Otis. Tell them,
Hey, what's going
who
on,
you are.
y'all?
What's going on?
Hey guys, my name is Otis. I ended up meeting Sean. It was like 4 years ago. 4 years ago, I was getting sentenced to 24 months in Coleman.
But before that, you thought it was going to be 47 months.
I thought it was gonna be 47 months, but
You hear that, guys?
I ended
When you think it's
up
10 years, you might get 5.
I ended up getting under the guidelines 24 months. So that was a blessing. I shared my story with Sean, man. I was able to help a lot of people, thanks to Sean. And now I'm back doing a follow-up, man. So yeah.
And hopefully you're gonna help this guy Ronald. See all the questions you had when you first came on the show. Now you're like, now you have that knowledge, right?
Oh, definitely. I'm nice and seasoned now, so I can give some good advice.
Yep. Oh, here comes Ron. Let me put him on. He's got questions for you, I'm sure. Let me get him in here. Let me see how to do this. You don't mind, do you? Talk. Okay.
Hey, come on, pull him up.
There we go. There
Ron,
he
what's
is.
up, my guy?
What's up, man?
What's going on, my guy?
Getting ready, bro.
Monday morning, Ron's got to go where you came from.
Hey, man, I've been there. So you going to the low?
Yep. No, the camp.
No, camp.
Okay. I've been to the low, but everybody from the low, before you go to the camp, you have to be at the low first. So
Okay.
Do you?
I know
You
all the
sure that's not
stories. I
'cause
know
of
how
the
it's run,
pandemic
all that
time?
good stuff. Huh?
Oh, it wasn't that during the pandemic. Now can he go straight to the camp now that the pandemic's over, or not?
So he can go straight to the camp now. He good.
All right.
See, I it scared you there.
No,
Scared you,
because
Ron.
it's not the pen. It's not the pen still.
No.
So what's up, man? What you need to know, man? Talk to me.
What type of politics are in there?
All right, so you got
And the low's different in the camp.
Right.
I'll shut up. I'm gonna shut up.
I'm just telling. I learned all the stuff I'm telling you, man. I learned this from Sean. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
Right.
you got I think 4 different levels. You have the camp,
Right.
You got 5 if
Low.
you count the supermax.
medium, penitentiary, then supermax.
Right.
So you're at the camp. You're
Yeah.
way down here.
Right.
All right.
You're an out of custody inmate, even they call you.
Yeah. So the politics, what they call, is race based.
Right.
So you have your whites, you got your blacks, you got your Latinos.
But not
have-
so in the camp so much. But I'm gonna shut up
Not so
now.
in the camp. So the camp is like it's a safe spot. You have people who came from penitentiaries. They work their way down to the medium. They work their way down to the low. Then they work their way down to the camp. So the camp is like,
Look, my picture. I'm hugging a black man, right, in a camp. Okay, so they kill me in a penitentiary. Okay, both races.
penitentiary. You can't do that.
Right.
You can't do that. The low in camp, they really don't politic too much. You know what I mean? It's just because it's more lenient. You ain't got to look over your back 24/7, man. And yeah. So you ain't got to worry about no kind of politics and no stuff like that, man. You good.
All right. Now, my question was commissary, because I know I'm going in there on the 30th, last day of the month. Am I going to be able to get the full commissary for the whole month, or are they going to split that?
I know they do around, I think it's like about 300 something a month.
360 a month. It's
360 a
broken
month.
down by 2 weeks. You can spend 180 in a 2-week period. You spend it all the first week. That's it, buddy. You got to wait till 2 more weeks.
So
But usually, if you're new, they'll let you go the next day, cut in line, and they'll fill your order. And after that, you got to go by. Was that the same with it?
Okay.
So
am I going to use the full amount or just half of it?
You can use.
I would ration that shit out. I wouldn't buy the whole thing at once unless
Okay.
Yeah.
you know what I mean. Spend $80 here. You know what I mean? It might be some new shit come on the commissary list, or some new shoes or some new items that you might want.
They have tablets now, but is tablets part of commissary, or is that just something else you buy?
So when I just got out, they just was putting the tablets in. So I wasn't able to interact with the tablets and stuff like that. But they were putting them in as soon as I got out.
Okay.
I heard they're $480, which you can't even buy on your commissary. So it must be a separate transaction, not counting your commissary.
Yeah, I believe it's ran by I forgot the name of that company, man. They do all the prison radios and all that crazy shit like that. So I don't remember the name, but it's a company. Is it Geo? No. It's a separate entity than the commissary. Is what I'm gonna say.
So that's how they got the tablet contract.
Correct. Yes, a separate entity.
They got tablets because they've been wanting tablets for a long time. So somebody paid somebody to, right? You know, it's all money, right?
Yeah. So
like TrueLink, Core Links.
Yes, it's a company like that who's in charge of it. You know what I mean? So it's not part of the commissary system and stuff like that.
Keef, like the coffee, Keefy coffee. No.
Do they have that? Yeah, they have that. They have that. They have that. So you want to know about commissary? Or what?
No, I'm trying to think of the name of the company.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of my concerns, Sean actually answered most of them when I watched all of his interviews. So I was kind of prepared for tomorrow, which is great. It was just
Monday. You said Monday. Tomorrow's Sunday. Tomorrow's Monday. You're going Monday. Huh?
Tomorrow's
Monday, man.
Oh shit! It's Sunday today, man. My brain. Oh yeah. It is tomorrow. Shit. Damn it.
Man, I wish tomorrow was Sunday.
So less than 24 hours, you're gonna be in prison, man.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say, you gotta have your checklist, man. You gotta have all your phone numbers.
Okay.
All your phone numbers. Make sure you get the emails. That way you can put them inside the system and you can email back and forth and stuff like that.
Okay.
Yeah. Usernames, passwords, all that. You won't remember them. Trust me. When you don't have a phone in your hand every day, it's amazing how within 3 weeks I couldn't remember any of that because we use it every day, and you probably don't even know your own phone number because
it took years.
How long you have to do?
They gave me 24 months.
Okay, same thing I had. Got 24 months. So we got that sweet number. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't too long, ain't too short. You know what I mean? You're enough for the experience at this point. So you're gonna be in with a lot of guys, man. 20 years, 30 years, 15 years. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're just breezing through. Remember that. So don't get caught up in all the bullshit.
Right.
Because it's a lot of money being made in there. It's easy to make a lot of money in there. But you can get guys throw people under the bus. You know what I mean? Just for their own benefit, and you can get extra charges.
Cell phones, right?
And at the camp, man, the cell phones are so plentiful. Be careful.
Where I was too, but when they do their sweeps, there goes all your good time and everything else.
Yeah, I got caught with a phone too. So I supposed to did that year. I supposed to got that in that year, but I got caught with a phone.
Oh.
So after that they had to max me out. I had to stay the whole 24 months. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, the whole yeah. You lose your good time.
So I end up going to So if you get caught with a phone or anything at the camp, they're going to move you to the low.
Oh yeah. They
bump your custody up. Now you're at the low now. No more camp. So I had some guys who were at the low. They were moving to the camp. They'll be back at the low in like 3 weeks.
And then explain that to your family. Why? Hey, I'm not going to get out in 4 months now. I know I abandoned you already and went to prison.
Yeah, I got to do the whole 24 months now. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah,
they're really going to love you now.
Be careful, man. You get caught with that phone in there, man. Goodbye to all your good time.
And gambling, huh? Poker tables?
Gambling, the phone. Just keep your nose clean, man. Breeze through, man. What I did the past by the time, man, I read a lot. You can order books and everything from Amazon.
Okay.
So I order every goddamn Robert Greene book you can think of. Every self-help book. Because it's going to be rare that we get this amount of time to ourselves.
Okay.
To at least work on yourself. That's what I look at there. You know what? Let me work on my goddamn self.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So I'm working on my speech, reading, gathering as much knowledge as I can, learning from these guys in here what they did, what the do's and don'ts, what mistakes they made. I can apply that in my life. So it's gonna be a learning experience, man.
You get to put the world on pause while you go do your time. Now you can waste it, or you can come out a better man. Like Otis he's not the same guy I just watched the interview I did 4 years ago. This is not the same man.
Definitely not the same, man. My value system differently, man. I'm sober. You see what I'm saying? I see the world differently. I can see bullshit from a mile away now, man.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like good and bad. You know, the bad is you're gonna be away from your family, you're gonna be away from your loved ones, your wife, or whatever you got going on. But you can make it into a positive, man, and work on yourself, man. You're gonna get busy with the workout program. You see what I'm saying? Like you're gonna get in shape in that motherfucker. Like
that's my goal, man. That's my goal.
So you can come out that motherfucker looking like a
gorilla. About your dreads, yeah, you can keep the dreads.
Yeah.
You keep your hair. You keep your hair. You good.
So federal prison down in here, they don't care.
So that's just state prison. We got to cut your hair and everything like that.
Yeah, that's what I was confused about.
Yeah, so you got to worry about the hair. So you good. You good. But yeah, the camp, man, it's gonna be pretty smooth, man. So you really got nothing to worry about, man. But just don't get caught with no bullshit. That's the only thing you have to worry about.
No, I'm trying to see
so easy, man. Let's say I seen shit like let's say I have a cell phone and you don't.
Right.
You ask me to use it, I say, nah, man, I can't do it right now. Okay. This guy sets you up and throw you under the bus. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Now you done lost your good time. Now you done got sent to a higher level. Just those type of games that people playing now.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. You gotta be careful in the camp.
You know, like I had a cellie once. I come in back from my job, and he got two guys. They sitting on my bed. All three of them are on cell phones. I just got done working at the Superman. I'm tired. I want to lay down. They get off the bed and all that, but all three of them still talking on cell phone. Now, if COs come by, association, you know, all that, I'm going too. Now, what do you do? Hey, motherfucker, that wasn't cool. Nah, I mean, what play the tape? What do you do? I mean, I don't say nothing. I hope nobody comes by. But if you don't say nothing, for one, but I could go down too. So right. What would you do, Otis, in that situation? Luckily, no COs came by, but they did tell him, hey, dude, you know, all three on a cell phone. That what I did was I went somewhere else. I went and watched.
I get up out their way, man, and mind my business. You know what I mean? Simple as that.
I don't want to be there, even though it's my cubicle too. I don't want to be there when they're doing that. So I just went and found something to do. You know.
Yeah. And some guys, they already gonna be like kind of jealous of you because you got a short sentence.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got 24 months.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, that's a lot of time. It's not a lot of time.
Right.
This guy never 30 years. He wishing he can. You know what I mean? So don't really be telling anybody how long you got. Don't be bragging about it and stuff like that, man.
But it's 10 years or less at a camp, a little different. At the low, they can go up to 20
years. Yeah, you
have
to have 10 years left. 10 years left.
Yes. So they're not, the low, it's averages 5-year sentences. I mean, at the camp. So, but you get the chomos at the low. How do you deal with that, man?
Oh, the chomos at the low, man. They got no respect. So they got no respect whatsoever, man. They come watch TV. You know, they had to pay dues every week. You know what I mean? To a specific.
I can't even walk up to them and say, "Hey, I heard you're a child molester." I get thrown in the shoe, right?
And they get it's like the guards disrespect them. Nobody likes them. Like nobody on the premises like these guys, man. So they just stick to themselves and they one little group, pay their dues, stay out the way. They can't go in the TV room. They tax them on the cell phones. You know what I mean? As they should be getting treated badly because of shit that they did. You know what I mean? Can't forget that these guys were child molesters. So I don't feel sorry.
They're not allowed in the camp. They're not.
They can't go to the camp, but they can't go to the medium or the pens because you know they'll get killed. See what I'm saying? So yeah.
I'm glad about that. Because I got two girls. Two.
So you been in the camp? I know it's like a lot of it's like different levels. When you're at a camp, it's more like you might see politicians,
right?
Doctors, lawyers, Italian bosses, shit like that. Just you're gonna meet a little something everybody,
right?
And it's you know how to network and learn from these motherfuckers.
Okay,
that's what I'm saying. So it's a lot of networking. Remember, you got people from all over the United States. It's like a melting pot.
Right.
So I want to show you the difference at a camp. So I'm gonna see if you can see this. See this one here? See that me and that's my friend Kizzy.
Okay.
I get killed in any other level. Well, I don't know about low, but you see, so we don't have in camps where you're going. Don't worry about race.
Correct. But once you start getting like the lows and stuff like that, everything race based.
That picture would get me killed in a medium or penitentiary, or at least you know, that wouldn't happen. You know, so there's a difference.
Definitely a big difference, man. What else, man? Like, I think you'd be good at the camp.
How about his first day? His first day. Tell him about it. Tomorrow's his first day.
Okay. Yeah.
First day. So first day you coming in. You know,
you surrender. You self-surrender too, right?
self surrender like me. Come in. You know, you can be in the parking lot with your people crying and stuff. You know, get your last cigarette in. You know, I don't smoke like
Where
an apple
does he
pack.
go? Because there's a complex. When he drives in tomorrow, where do they go? He's going to the camp. Is there
So
a sign?
you're gonna go to the low.
To get
Sure.
processed.
You're going to the process. You're gonna get processed at the low.
Right. Okay.
I mean, are you sure now? Because that was different when you were there, the pandemic. When I
Well,
went
it's
to
funny
my
when I
camp,
got processed at the low, and they threw me in a confinement for like we had to do that for like I did 4 days in confinement.
they're
I was
not
in there with
doing that.
another guy, and he was going to the camp.
Oh,
So
but see, that was pandemic times, or just after it, right?
pandemic time's a little fishy, so you know.
Okay.
I think now you
If you
just
go
go
to the low and tell them you got to get self-surrender to the camp, they're gonna tell you where to go. So it don't really matter. Like,
Right.
There's a little guy at a booth when you first pull in, right? You could ask him a guard booth, right? No.
yeah, it's a booth tower though. Yeah, it's a booth tower though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ask them. Ask them.
So you can ask somebody. You gonna see somebody, man. You can ask them. They're gonna give you the good direction, stuff like that.
Yeah, I tried calling them, but no one was answering.
And when you do
Yeah.
call, you're going to get the FCI or something. You're not going to get the camp. They don't listen. You have to ask to be transferred. So you're going to get some CO that works at the higher complex, and he don't know how the camp works.
Right.
Usually.
So yeah, you're gonna get there. Process it, you know, just like any typical process. You know, script, shower, put on the light stuff. You know,
Right.
change it to your gown and all that stuff like that. What else? Give you your bag with your goodies in it.
Can he bring cash with him for his to be on his books?
You can bring cash. I know it's a certain amount you can't bring over.
300, I heard, something like that.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. But I know you can have up to like 100,000 on your account.
Oh yeah, you can have whatever. Do you have a restitution, though, Ronald?
Yeah, that's why I'm not gonna put that much.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they were garnish that shit. They were garnish that shit like a check.
Don't save up.
They will garnish that shit like a check. Do not do that. Put that shit in interval.
Spend it as soon as you get it. When people send it to you, spend it.
Yeah.
Because if it's in your
Yeah,
account
you
at the
sit
end of the
down.
month, it's like 40% out of anything that's saved and 25% out of anything that comes in. I used to know the calculation. You know how that works?
Say that again.
So when you owe restitution, anything you have on your books at the first of the month, they take 40% out of
Yeah,
that.
they'll pay the garnish that shit.
25%
Come here.
automatically. And then if you try to save that till next month, they'll take more. Because I had $1,100 saved up, and around my 7th month, they said, "Oh, you got a restitution." I got like $80 in the account. I'm like, "What?"
Damn.
Yeah, they got a lot of guys like that, man. When I was in the low, man, they got a lot of guys like that. Especially when that pandemic check came around that Donald Trump was giving out.
Yeah.
Who gave out that little check? That was Donald Trump, or that was Biden.
No, that was.
Remember they get the stimulus check? Remember giving out the $2,000?
Yeah,
Stimulus! I didn't get.
They're
I
giving out
didn't-
the
I didn't
$2,000 checks to everybody. The prisoners got it as well. That was Trump. So the prisoners got it as well. So everybody's account was having $2,000 on it. But some people had restitution, so they was garnishing that shit. So
Yeah.
yeah, so it had guys been in there for a long time, man, and they needed them $2,000, and they garnished that shit. Probably had like $150 left. So
Hey, did you sleep good the first night there? I did.
hell no, I was detoxing off benzos.
Oh well.
I was anxious. I was nervous. You know what I mean? Your mind gonna be racing what they expect, and shit like that. But I think once you get a routine and you see everything, man,
Right.
you're gonna be all right, man. And it's always gonna be somebody gonna gravitate to you and give you the ropes.
Okay.
You know what
Hey,
I'm saying? So
I
you ain't
gotta
gotta
do a
be.
shout out to Harvey Talks Prison. This guy did 39 years in Missouri State Prison. He's out. He's got a channel, Harvey Talks Prison, and this guy is a better man today too. 39 years old. I didn't know him 39 years ago, but he's a good dude now. Harvey
Yeah.
Talks Prison.
I think
So,
prison can either you can learn from the experience or you can continue to bullshit. So you ever seen somebody get out of prison? They still got the kid mentality when they go in. Well, some guys come out and motherfuckers be geniuses.
Right.
So it's all depends on what you do with your time, man. And I think that's real important, man. So you can take the opportunity, man, and build from it like I did. So hell yeah.
What about the cubicles? This.
Okay, the cubicles
Is it like 2 or 4?
So at the low they was doing us dirty. So so at the low it was someone had 4 and someone had 3. So this is how they do it though. You got this side of the wall. So they got it like if you're doing good, you get a 2-man cell.
Okay.
But if you're not going to do, you had like write-ups and fractions and all that type of shit, your ass in the 3 or 4-man cell. That motherfucker like sardines, man. Grown ass man. So that's how they was doing it, man. So they say the 2-man cells, if you if you had no infractions and shit like that, and if you had infractions and shit like that, you was in a 3 and a 4-man cell.
Okay.
I'm pulling up Coleman right now. I'm gonna see how many inmates are in there.
I think it's around like 2,500, 3,000.
So you got Coleman 1, Coleman USP Coleman 1, USP Coleman 2, FCI Coleman Low, FCI Coleman Medium. I forget which one the camp's near. The camp is with the low, and so they got. Let's see what it says here. You got 407 inmates at the camp and 1,612 inmates at the FCI low. So, how many were Otis? 1,600 inmates in yours? Does that sound about right? That's big.
It was more than that. It was way more than that. I don't know
well, I mean, that's what they got now. I don't know how much it holds.
I know it was like 2,000 plus when I was there.
Wow.
I remember when I was there. They had that CARES Act or something like that when they were just releasing people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you had guys been in there like 30 years, man. They just told them, woke up, pack your shit. Yeah.
Yeah, the first
step back. Like, it was a beautiful sight.
What happened back in the day, like in the Bush administration? So let's say you got a pound of crack and you got a pound of powder cocaine. The guy with the powder cocaine might get 5 years. The guy with the pound of crack cocaine got 25 years. So
actually, it was they called the crack law. I think that was the Reagan era or the Bush. That was the Bush era.
One of them, and it was a Republican.
That's when they was demonizing crack, man.
So not that they're all good.
Caught with a small amount of crack, man. They'll give you 30 years.
No, and all that. Oh yeah. Either you got like 10 times the amount of time. So Trump said that squash that shit. Give them all 5 years, and that's why a whole bunch of people got let go. The first step back credits and all that was like secondary, all right? That was just a runoff. But the big deal was these guys got let out. You've been here, you've been doing 15 years. You should have went out 10 years ago. So that was the big shit. I mean, now everybody, that's all evened out, and now they're working on the first time back credits, and now you're getting I hear if you're doing 5 years or less, you're basically gonna do halftime. That's what guys tell me when they get out now. With the first step back credits.
So you get them credits. It only apply to like certain charges. So I remember when they first released it, man, everybody on there, they got like the jail lawyers that being the actual lawyers, but everybody trying to
inmate.com?
Yeah.
Inmate.com? There's no more women's prison. They all stay home now.
Yeah, them lawyers and everybody trying to calculate and see if they were eligible for the first step back credits. Because we got like a certain charge.
Right.
Like, it was a firearm involved. It was a certain amount of drugs. You disqualify you.
Yeah, you can have a domestic violence, no violence, and at first it was fentanyl charges. No, now they're getting it, but they finally worked it out, I guess. But
and don't do no drugs now, man. Everything cut with fentanyl, bro.
I'm not into that.
I'm just saying. Some people go to prison, they be stressed the hell out. Mine be going crazy. They dabble in the drugs, man. And
right.
I see them go from.
And that K2,
I see them come from,
that K2 shit.
I see guys coming out level-headed, and they get that stress hit them, man, in a couple weeks. They smoking fucking K2, losing their fucking mind. So, and a couple guys died.
You take a hit and you fall down the stairs, and then you're like, give me another one. What?
Yeah, a couple of guys died at the low from the K2. So I guess they had like a new shipment, and it was fentanyl laced. So the goddamn warden coming up, please. Don't smoke that new shit. Please go back to that old shit. So that shit was crazy, man. And like it was like 3 guys in the span of like 2 weeks. End up dying. So that was crazy, man.
Now at the camp they don't have no fences at the camp. I mean, I've heard a few of them have some leftover fences. Anything you want to order, it just comes to the side of the road. So the guards treat you a little different because they don't be threatened to bring in the contraband. They don't need you for shit. I could get a pack of cigarettes for $60, a Marlboro in a camp that you couldn't get a cigarette for $60 in a penitentiary. So, but where I was at, cigarettes, if we got caught, we had to pull weeds for 2 weeks. But that was where I was at. It could be different somewhere else. So
it's gonna be easy to get into this. It's like you at the camp, you ain't got no fence.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Some people. Some people had their people come up, man. They throw a carton of cigarettes down,
right.
Throw 6 bottles of liquor, you know what I'm saying? And so it goes down in there, man. It's like, but you get caught up in that shit, man. Your ass going to the low end. your time gone. So you gotta be a strong guy to be at that camp.
And you're a short timer,
Yeah,
man.
I'm
You
not trying to
don't
fuck
want
it
to,
up.
lose your.
All right, man.
But I will confess on the first New Year's Eve, me and we got a bottle of Jack Daniels and a bottle of Hennessy. It was $150 for each bottle. I got drunk on New Year's. Half the people were. Not that
Yeah.
that makes it different, but I did that, guys. I never did no drugs in prison, but I had
I ain't
the
do
hen
nothing in
dog.
that motherfucker. I didn't drink. I ain't do nothing. I don't do nothing in this motherfucker. They had
I
the
didn't
homemade
get
liquor.
after that. But I was
They
good
had like
after that.
They had the homemade liquor. They put the fruit.
Mhm.
They had a lot of that shit going on. And they fermented and let it sit for like a couple more days or weeks.
I took a big chance though, because I got out in 26 months instead of 52. Now, had I got caught that New Year's Eve, all goodbye. So I took a big chance. That's why I didn't do it the years following. The other year, I wised up, I guess. I don't know if I
I'm caught up in
wised
that
up.
camp, man. The camp is like a blessing and a curse. I'm free. It's like a blessing and a curse, bro. I seen probably like 10 of my guys when we was at the low, man. They'll go to the camp. 2 weeks, they back.
Yeah.
A month,
Hey,
2 months later, they back. They back. They got caught with the cell phone.
You like watching
Caught with the
baseball,
cell phone.
Ronald? You like baseball, Ronald?
Baseball, especially football.
The best baseball or softball game I've ever seen is in prison. Oh
Yeah,
man,
there's some goddamn athletes in there, man.
It's so. I mean, they got first base coach. They got all the lines. We got a crowd. I mean, it was the best ball games I've ever seen in my life in prison, man. At the camp. What about you, Otis? Did you guys have?
Oh yeah, man. They had at the low they had these motherfucking basketball games. Them motherfuckers they were serious. There's some shit like off the longest yard.
Yeah.
Like,
make the NBA look like fucking high school.
that shit was something serious, man. So yeah, all the guys come out, watch, support, they bet. You know what I mean? That's like one of the stress-free times we have at the prison, man. Just watching those games. And then the prison actually bought like team jerseys. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like to boost morale, keep us from hating each other, and stabbing and all that crazy shit. So they try to make it. They had a snow cone machine, just random shit.
Yeah.
So
cheesecakes.
So eat your cheesecake, you get stabbed later on. So to be honest.
Tell them about the food. Tell them about the food.
I was just about to ask you that.
Oh, the food. The food is good for prison food. It's good.
Okay.
I'd say high school cafeteria kind of, depending on who
high school cafeteria food. There we go. I like how you said that.
And some days are good. Pizza day was good. Our chicken fajitas were off the hook.
It's institution food. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think chicken days are like on Tuesdays. You get these big ass leg quarters.
Thursdays,
everybody go crazy.
Dude. Wednesdays,
chicken day, everybody go crazy for chicken day. So you can sell your chicken for whatever you want.
Okay. I never sold my chicken. I
don't eat that shit. I ain't eat it. So I always have my shit ready to sell. 2 flats because currency is going to be they call them flats.
Okay.
It's stamps.
They don't take stamps into camp, so nobody cares about that. It's all about the meats, the tunas and carnitas and all that.
Okay.
So I know guys, they come from, they work their way down, they get to the camp. One guy had $2,000 or something worth of stamps. Well, dude, they're worthless here. Sorry, you might sell a book.
They would do something to him at the low for those, man. He would have got robbed. $2,000.
Yeah, it's different at a camp. It's like stamps. They don't understand.
Stamps are gold.
No offense, your stamps are worthless.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay. I guess you gotta have like you said, tunas, those damn mackerels.
Yeah, mackerels, all that stuff like that.
Keep your mackerel, man. Keep a bunch of mackerels, man. It's like the barter and shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the barter. You're gonna get into the routine though, man. You're gonna get into the routine. You're gonna learn every goddamn thing. You're gonna get institutionalized, they say, where you just learn the ropes, you know everything, and everything gonna come second nature.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So, but I don't think you got nothing to worry about, man. Just
you have controlled movements. We don't have that in a camp. Don't you guys have that every hour to move?
At low, control movements every hour and a half. So
I want you to know the difference, Ronald, so you don't end up at the low.
Right. Yeah.
So the low gonna be a completely different ball game in the camp. You don't want to come to the low. That low was like that bitch was torture. I couldn't stand that motherfucker. I locked up and got a job as a library clerk.
Okay.
But that kind of saved me. It got me away from all the bullshit. And I'm in the library, goddamn, 12 hours a day, sitting there reading and socializing with other guys. You know what I mean? Who's want to be away from the bullshit. Those on dorms can get real toxic, man. Like, you know what I mean? Because people are miserable. You know what I mean?
Now, when were you assigned the job?
So
Everybody got
you
some
got to
type of
do an
job.
orientation first. It could be a couple weeks, but in the camp, you can look for a job before you get assigned one.
Mhm.
You get
Okay.
hired. Like you want to
Yeah.
go work on cars, go to the automotive center. In the camp, they let you walk around and you say, "Hey, talk to the CO or people. You guys hiring over here?" They'll go, "Yeah, we need a couple guys," and he'll interview you, and then he'll
I
give you
think
some papers.
the camp got the Unicorn guys. It's a program called
Some
Unicorn.
do. I don't know if Coleman has it. There's only a few camps left that have the Unicorn, but it's good money. $300-400 a month. Let me see if it has it on here. You would
Okay,
know
I thought
about
that I'm making
Coleman.
probably like $40 a month at the library. I ain't give a fuck. I just wanted to,
Yeah.
Yeah.
get the hell out that dorm.
Yeah.
But
So I started out
and,
washing dishes at the Supermax, scraping trays. Really, I wasn't even good enough for the dishwashing machine. Scraping the trays, 12 cents an hour. When I left, it was I made about 40 cents an hour.
so
I worked my way up to cook. I got there the second week. I got there just when El Chapo came in. I got to make his first tray.
so I see you got these look. You got a little anxious look on you. What's worrying you?
Being away from my girls and my wife.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
basically it. Like seeing all these videos, interviews, I'm not even worried about going to the camp.
Mhm.
It's just missing the family.
Okay.
That's basically it.
Same here, man. I got 3
understand
boys.
with the
So
tablets, they have video. You can make video calls now on the tablets. I think it's $5. Maybe that helps. I'm not sure.
Oh, okay.
the tablet is a game changer. You see what I'm saying? When I was there, they didn't have the tablets, so everybody relying on cell phones,
Okay.
and it was a risky game. But you just get caught with this phone. That's it. You
Right.
see what I'm trying to say? But now they got the tablets. You can video chat your fucking girl,
Right.
and you know what I mean. It's like you won't even really want the phone no more unless you're doing some old undercover crazy shit. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So, got
So the
tablets, you can video
tablets
chat.
there through the prison or?
The tablets are through the prison, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So you can video
Yeah,
chat
they
your
don't have
girl.
internet. You can't sit there googling and all that. You get the Wi-Fi, but I think you link up to the course to the
It's like a
terminal.
prison. It's like a tablet Wi-Fi. You can get like download
Yeah.
video games, play games, video chat your people.
Right.
That's all you want to do any goddamn way. So, you
Oh,
know what I mean?
that's even
How
better.
far away is your family? Like, are they going to come visit you? Did they say? Or
So I told them that I don't want anyone to visit me. That's the main thing. I do not
I
want
get that.
family to come. Whether it's my sisters, my mom, my wife, or my girls, I don't want anyone to visit. My wife probably is once in a blue just to catch up in person. But other than that, I told her I really don't want her there because I don't want her to get used to seeing me in prison.
Mm.
Other than that, we'll write, talk on the phone, video,
Mhm.
and I'll be fine with that.
You know what? I've been telling guys have been calling me this last year. Now I know you just called me today, but I tell them you hug your wife, your kids every single day, 3 times a day, and you say I love you. And I tell them you're really not going to go why I'm telling you this till you get there.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you this: once you get there, every single day write her a letter. I don't care.
Right.
Sundays too. Spend all your money on those stamps. Every single day you write her a letter. You're only going to be there 9-10 months, man.
Yeah.
You don't tell me you don't have time. Okay. All right. If you don't have the money for the paper and letters, okay, that one, but you can find a hustle. But every single day you write her a letter.
Right.
You know why? Because she's gonna. After a while, she'll start saving letters. I don't know. At first, she's gonna keep them, but that's gonna be how you start healing.
Right.
What you did to her, because you did this to her. She didn't do it to you.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you got that far yet.
Yeah.
But we do that to them. Okay.
Yeah.
We made that decision to abandon our family when we started hanging out doing what we did. We're never going to get caught. Whatever.
Right.
You are abandoning your family right now. So you got to heal it. You got to start. You got to start now. Write her a letter every single. Don't miss a day, dude.
Right.
Or I'll kill you. No. But
Yeah.
I'm serious, man. You want to keep up with her every single day. You write a letter, and when you get out, it's like. She's gonna have 9-10 months worth of letters, man. You'll be in her life every single day that way.
So, question: right now, we're about an hour and a half away. We're on the outskirts of Orlando, but we're planning on moving into Georgia. So, my question is: would it be worth it to even get a transfer to somewhere closer to them? Because I know the transfer is going to take some time.
It could take some time. You got to have a good reason for a transfer. Like there's a program you want to go to, like the dog program. So you're not going to be there long enough.
Right.
It's going to take a few months. The warden's got to sign it, all that. But I tell you this, they do allow you to when you get released. I was told by our case manager, if you guys want to go to New York City, I'll make sure I'll sign you up for the halfway house in New York City. Doesn't matter if you know anybody there because you want a fresh start. But you can't come back to me a month later. Oh, I want to go to Chicago now. Once I make that your designation, you're going there. You know.
Yeah.
Keep your head up, bro. This is Anthony Cruz. So this is the guy in Guam. He's not sentenced yet, but that's another guy I've been talking to. He's talking to Guam, man. Guam's a state, by the way. It's United.
Yeah, shout out Guam. Shout out Guam. Another thing, when you get there, man, everybody gonna bombard you and try to get you to buy this, do that. Got the cell phone for the low wool. Sit back for a couple of weeks and observe everything. See how shit ran before you. Yeah, don't just go in there just see how everything ran, who does what, the movement, what cool guards is, what shift is cool. So yeah.
Right.
Yeah. How long you been out now, Otis? A year and a half or so?
About a year and a half.
And how much longer you got left on probation?
I got 13, 15 months left.
Okay. And you seem well adjusted. I mean, so I've been out 6 years. He's been out a year and a half. We're not I mean, just you could come out way better. If you would have known me 10 years ago, I got people that say, Sean, damn. Like I was 15 years ago, I was a crackhead yelling and screaming at traffic, man. You thought I was mentally ill. No, I just wanted somebody to acknowledge I lived. I was alive. Because I had fucked up my life. Right. And I went to prison, and it helped me put it all back. Not that I'm struggling now. I don't have to rent for next month because this job's got me on hold, and I got laid off. But it's okay. This Wings for Life place, I worked for them for 4 years, and they run out of money, non-profit. But I got to teach RDAP for a year. People coming out, and hopefully I get to do it again this year. I never thought 5 years later I'd be teaching these RDAP books to guys at the halfway house. So I can go into the halfway house right now, and I'm welcome. I go in and out, and I know that's an honor to me, man. I hated the halfway house I was in, but you'll see, man. Miracles happen, man. They happen in here, man.
All right.
You know? I know it's when I was in prison, my value system changed. It's like I'm on the outside looking in now. You see what I'm saying? So you can look at all the relationships you have and see if they're meaningful or not. You know what I mean? I would just say, yeah, man, just take advantage of the time. That's like my top tip, man. Just take advantage of it.
Ronald was asking me about getting a college degree in there, and I know you could take the correspondence courses, but he'll be out in 9, 10, 11 months, probably on a 2-year. What do you think? Should he bother trying to take the correspondence courses? I know that's got to be all set up on the outside for the colleges.
I think they when I was in the low, a couple guys were taking college courses. They would mail the books in, mail all the coursework.
Mail it all in back and forth, yeah.
And take it up. So yeah, whatever you want to do, man. You ain't got number time anyway, though.
You will have the time. You will have the time. I mean, maybe to keep you busy, and you might only get a semester in, but hey, it's a semester in,
But then again, the college courses might be limited, right? The degree.
I think they're about $300 a semester, and then you got to pay for any extra books or materials. But it's not that expensive. I can after the show, I got them some. I can find out that there's 2 colleges that do it. If your wife will help, because they're closed on Sunday, but I can. Basically, I'm going to Google prison college correspondence courses. There's 2 colleges I know that'll do it, and she can get a hold of them and set up a package and send it to you. See if it's worth it. What courses they offer. They don't offer a lot of courses. You know what I mean?
That's the other issue too.
What's that?
That's the other issue. I don't want to take a blanket course for something that's not going to really benefit me.
Yeah, you want to get a associate arts and liberal arts or something like that.
Yeah.
So what else? What's up on your mind? What's up?
Otis, tell me about the first day you got out of prison, and then tell me about your first day when you got there, Otis. Then I want to hear about your release day.
All right. So the first day I got there, like I said, I was anxious. they threw us in confinement because it was a COVID time. So they put me straight in on solitary confinement, closed that motherfucking door. And that's when like reality sunk in. I'm like, you know what I mean? It was just me and my thoughts. That shit was crazy. I was real anxious, man. Real anxious. And my last day there, man, I couldn't sleep. You know what I mean? That was like one of the best feelings I had, man. And like I say, the Coleman low was so what's the word I want to use? It was like a melancholic vibe. It was depressing, negative.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the staff always in a bad mood, the inmates around you in a bad mood, and shit just I'm sick
That's
of that
where
shit.
RDAP Dan went to Coleman Low, and I don't know if you guys watch Matt Cox, the true crime stories
So,
guy.
Yeah.
He
when I got out,
finished
man, that shit, and I walked out the damn gate, jumped in that damn Uber, and they took us to the halfway house. Freedom. That damn Freedom. I got that cell phone, man. This shit was. Oh man, love it.
So they called the Uber for you?
So basically, they got this transportation service.
Okay.
And they'll drop off. I'm going to Orlando to the halfway house. Me and this guy, and the other two guys might be going to Volusia County to the halfway house. So they're dropping people off at halfway houses.
Okay.
Did they give you a bus ticket from the prison, or what?
No, they had a delivery service. I mean, driving service already there.
Oh, they went to the prison. Okay, I thought maybe once you got.
Yeah, and they had
the
they had 6 of us. Like there's like 4 of us. They had 2 of us in Orlando. The other 2 was in another county. They dropped ass off.
We had inmates that were town drivers, and they would go take anybody getting released from all the prisons, drop us off at the bus station.
Nah, this was an old lady who drive fast. So yeah, so.
Hey, it's Ronald's last night of freedom, right? Otis, what do you recommend he does? I mean, dude, I partied up, whatever. You know, don't do anything that's gonna get you more, but have some drinks. I don't know, man. If you drink, don't drink. If you don't drink, but man, I don't know what to tell you. I went to a karaoke bar, told everybody I'm going to prison tomorrow. They all bought me drinks. It was in Colorado Springs. That's what I did, man.
I would say, spend it with your immediate loved ones. Let them know.
Yeah.
No. You know, you love them. This is how to communicate me. This, you know what I mean? You gotta have a system in place.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Talk to your kids if you got kids. Let them know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Let them know. You know what I mean? You just tell them you're gonna be away for a while. You gotta tell them exactly it's prison, but let them know, hey man, I'll be gone. I'm gonna have to contact you via this, whatever like that. But just
now the benefit about me and the kids is that one is 2, the other one is 6 months. So they're not really gonna they're not gonna know anything.
Okay, if they're that age, man, you can just you can get away with it.
You're gonna be out before they even start walking. Maybe one of them, right? You know.
Yeah.
How old were your kids, Otis, when you went in? How old were your kids when you went in?
Right now, my kids are 12, 11, and 8. So subtract 4 from that.
Did you tell them Daddy's going to prison or what?
Nah, I ain't do it, but I didn't do it. I couldn't do it, man. God. It was just
Daddy's got to go away for a while. Got to go work for the government. What?
I just thought I'd be gone for a while. I ain't say exactly, hey, I'm going to prison, because I was always seen as a role model by them. You know what I mean? You know, I ended up getting caught up in some shit, man. And
but here's the thing: now you can be the role model now that you went to prison and came out better. Not to tell your kids you got to go to prison first, no, but how you overcome anything.
It's just like if I feel like if I would have told them, it would have been like a slap in the face in that moment, because I'm always preaching to them, stay out of prison, stay out of jail, and I'm being this good role model. Next thing you know, hey man, I'm going to prison because I couldn't deal with that blow.
For people out there, listen, what age that got to go in? What age would you tell your child? Is there, if he's 14, she's 13, 8 years old, and for advice for other people, if they have kids and they got to go in, should they tell their kids at all? Should they make up a lie? Is there a certain age they should tell them? What do you guys think? Say you got a 16-year-old boy and you got a 13-year-old teenager girl.
Oh yeah, they have to. I would tell them. If they're going to wonder, hey, what the fuck is that? Why is he calling me via? Yeah.
Your friends are going to find out probably, at school.
But the youngest, they can get away with it. Like you say, 6 months, 2 years old.
Oh yeah. 8 years old, I think too young still too.
Yeah.
Maybe 12 years, a little more. I don't know.
Yeah.
When do you tell your wife or your girlfriend, or if she don't know already? Or when do you tell your grandmother and your family? How about you, Ronald? Did everybody know in your family?
In my family, in my immediate family, everyone knows. And
Okay.
they're
What
all
about Uncle
supportive.
Joe in Chicago that you only see on Thanksgiving?
Nah, because they don't even contact me. So it's like, why even worry about that?
How about, did you have a job? Did you guys tell your bosses?
Oh man, I got fired when I got arrested.
How about
Okay.
you, Otis? Did you have a job before?
I had my own
Tell them-
security company at the time, so I had lost my license. I couldn't operate I couldn't hold a firearm no more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, and stuff like that. So I just immediately seized all operations, and just telling these guys, who I was with for about 6 years, that they out of work. That was kind of tough. See what I'm saying? So
Yeah, I got a job at Rainforest Cafe as a waiter while I was on pretrial, staying at a sober house, and they kept saying, "You got restaurant management experience, and we need you. We want to make you a manager." I'm gonna be I couldn't tell them I was gonna go to prison. I didn't know when. Pretrial, you don't know when. So finally, one day they said, "Look, man, we need a manager." All right, I got to be honest with you guys. The reason I keep turning you down is we're gonna be going to prison one day, and they don't want. What do you mean one day? How to explain that to somebody, eh? When you're on pretrial. How long were you on pretrial, Ronald?
About 9 months, right?
Yeah, actually.
Pretrial? Oh, that's quick.
That's the same thing. We got it. Same thing. I had like 9 months.
Yeah.
Oh, I was 4 years.
No, mine was since April of last year.
Do you get to the point where some people don't think you're there? Oh, you're right. You wouldn't send you to prison. They don't
Man,
let you do that.
so it's like I was selling everything. I was stacking up money. I was going crazy. So, yeah. It's a blessing to have that pretrial. Trust me. But you had the thing where you had to pick up the phone in the middle of the night and type in the code.
No. The only thing I had to do
for the drug testing, or
they did a drug test maybe about 3 times, the whole time. Then they took me off of it.
Okay, they had to when I was on pretrial, you gotta get the phone service, and the phone will call at like after your curfew. It'll call at regular time, like random fucking time. It'd be 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, 1 in the morning, and you gotta answer it. And you gotta put the code in and let you know.
Oh, you had conditions. Yeah, you had conditions. Some people have ankle monitors and curfews.
Yeah, I had all that.
Since I was at sober houses, I didn't have the conditions, but some people.
I had the condition the first month I got arrested.
Okay.
Then after that, it's basically therapy. So I had to do therapy all the way up until I got sentenced.
I did too, and I needed that shit. I did it on probation when I got out, and then they cut me off. They called me one day. You're finished. Like the therapist, she said, "Well, we've done everything we can for you, and they don't want to pay anymore anyways." I go, "What do you mean? Am I cured?" No. But I had 10 years, 3 years federal probation, 4 years pretrial, and then they had therapy in prison. But 10 years they paid for this, and still crazy.
So when you do get out and you go to a halfway house, it's mandatory. They give you you get a psychiatrist, you get a therapist, and you have to go like twice a week.
Oh, that's only if you went through RDAP though. I thought.
I didn't go through RDAP.
And you still had to do that at the halfway house?
No, it's mandatory. It's like you've been in prison for a while, so it's part of the rehabilitation process.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
That's something new.
It's a place called.
I had to do it because I went to RDAP, but I didn't know everybody else had to do it now.
It's a place called CCC.
Okay.
So choices, changes, some shit like that.
Yeah. That's who I did it. But I did it over the phone.
Yeah, CCC. Yeah, they got the one downtown Orlando.
Mine was closer to Lake Mary.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's Longwood.
Got a question from Anthony in Guam. He says, "What's a halfway house?"
So
he hasn't been sentenced yet, but I thought, yeah, you guys can answer that one.
So back in the day, they would release people from prison with no resources. You know what I mean? They just give them a bus ticket, $100, and that was it. And they seen that the recidivism rate was real high. Motherfuckers would be right back in there because they didn't have a place to go. See what I'm saying? So now the government got what they call halfway houses, where they put you there. They give you like I say, mental health help. You go get a job, you save your money and stuff like that. So you slowly ease your way back into society instead of just throwing you to the wolves out there in society. So Exactly how
Some
I think
people don't
happened.
want to do the halfway house. I heard people there. I'll stay longer. I'm not doing no halfway house when I get out of here. Have you heard that when you were in there?
Yeah, I heard that. Is some people be so far gone, man, you can't help them. So
Yeah.
I don't know
Me,
about
I
you,
needed a halfway
man.
house. I had nowhere else to go when I got released, so I was grateful for the halfway house. Other people don't feel that way, or they got a house to go to, and they're better than a halfway house. Whatever their reasoning is, I'm glad I got to go to one.
So highway
'Cause
house was good, man. It was
yeah,
you able to save money, shit like that. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Go to work.
yeah. I saved up. I was able to get a car, and
Yeah,
save
exactly.
up and find a place to go to. And
So you there 12 months rent free. Like, so you
now,
working,
when I
stacking
was
that,
there,
saving that
I had
stuff.
to get the halfway house 25% of my income when I was in. That they changed that now. But back in my day, yeah, we had to
Okay.
give 25% up
You,
to
you
the
keep it
halfway
all. You keep all of it now, shit.
house. Times change,
So is that still gonna be the enforced going to a halfway house after the First Step Act was or is being enforced?
Well, the norm was you did 10% of your time in a halfway house or home confinement, kind of give or take. Some people wanted to get more halfway house time so they could get let out of the prison early. But
Right.
now they get this new home confinement act they passed where you can do all your time on home confinement and instead of prison time at lieu. But it just got signed, but nobody knows how to make it work.
Okay.
It's not enforced yet.
Right.
But maybe by the time you're in there, or a few months go by, they'll release you early to it. I don't know how they're gonna find the man. They can't even staff the prisons. I don't know how to,
Right.
It's a good thing, but
But yeah, man, halfway house cool, man. Ain't nothing wrong with it. Just like it's just a center with a big ass dorm in the back. How it's great.
yeah, mine was a
Everybody got a
little
locker to
hotel.
put the shit in.
They made us empty our pockets and strip search us and breathalyze when you go in and out.
Yeah, it's great.
I
Man.
could only go to work. I could go to AA meetings or church, but they give us an hour a day of free time to go out. But some halfway houses are really strict. Mine wasn't.
Oh, now, man, they give you can be outside 8 hours, man, looking for a job if you want.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Usually, you write just you go on the computer, you type in request to your case manager, like, hey, I need to go look for work today.
Mhm.
She will give you like 6 hours, 8 hours to go out and do what you want to do, and
So what else are you going to bring with you tomorrow, Ronald? Checklist time. I know you said you got your empty prescription bottles. You got the list of. You said you
Contact.
mailed yourself a copy of your contacts and stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. What? Let's see. What else?
The two forms that you sent me.
The what now?
The two
Oh,
forms
yeah, yeah,
you
for-
emailed. Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know if you know this, Otis. There was a lady about 5 years ago. Her name was Alice Johnson. She was doing federal time. She had a life sentence plus 25 years. A life sentence is actually a 30-year sentence, and then she had 25 more to do. And she was already in her 50s. Trump got her released, right, and pardoned and all that. And then Biden took over. But now that Trump's back, I think it's been 3 months ago now. He made her the pardon czar. Gave her an office in the White House and made her a pardon czar. It's a brand new position and everything. And another guy, Brian, who watches the chat, he just got released. He called her, and I've been trying to call her. I got some messages from her assistant, and so she is trying to find. Her job now is to grant clemency and pardons to people. Clemency you can get while you're in there doing time. Pardon you get when you're out. I sent him all the paperwork that Alice Johnson sent me, so you can apply for that. And and she's an African American woman. She's in her 50s now. She's been on TV with Mr. Trump, and he's like speaks high. He gave her this greatest job she ever. She 5 years ago, she's sitting expecting to die in that prison, doing a life sentence, and now she's got an office in the White House. Anything could happen, man.
it's crazy. I noticed ever since Trump got in office, Biden and Obama, the prison system it's been game changers for these guys, man. People get released. You know what I mean? I think Trump pardoned thousands and thousands of people.
Right. Obama did a lot of that too.
Obama pardoned like 4,000 or 5,000 people. You know what I mean?
I met a lady here in Albuquerque. She was supposed to die in prison too, and they let her out. What was that? About 2 years ago, I met her, and she was supposed to die in there as well. And Obama let her out.
Yeah,
Biden, he
back
let
in
his son
man,
out.
this shit was unheard of, man. So they see
Biden
now
did
that
good,
the prison
Trump
system
did a lot more. I mean,
Obama
did good. Yeah.
Prison system got to change, man. You can't just house nonviolent inmates for that long a period of time.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta let these guys out, man. It's because it ain't gonna work. Just shit crazy.
Now there's some people that I did time with, and they I hope they stay there. You know, there's one crazy guy, man. I don't know. There's a few people like you could see what, you know. Thank God they have penitentiaries, but
Yeah.
So
but if you take accountability and you're willing to change, man, I believe a tiger can change his stripes.
Yeah.
So
The right time.
I wanted to know in these last like 9 months you say you was on pretrial,
Yeah.
what has been like one of the hardest stressors you had to deal with preparing for this whole process? Like what was the top gun was like, damn, like
Not knowing what type of sentence I was going to be given.
Mm.
I was
You have any
looking at
idea?
5 to 6 years, and I got 24 months.
okay, you sound just like me, dude. That was like my biggest stressor.
And all because I pleaded guilty and I did not go to trial.
That's a smart man.
And you also said you spoke from the heart. I sent him
Yeah.
today. He said you heard some things I told people. Because if you don't talk to that judge, nobody else is going to on that glass.
Yeah, they're gonna go off of what they see on paper, and paper could say some crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that pre-sentence report. That's not for you. That's for the prosecution. That's not your friend. That pre-sentence report.
Yeah, prosecution said I was a menace to society. I said, the fuck? That's my first charge. What the fuck you talking about? They made me look like a monster, man. I had a nonviolent charge, man. It was crazy.
Yeah.
So until you talk to judge, all he knows is about what you said on paper. And some people go, I'll just let my lawyer talk.
No, don't you talk.
Don't do that. That lawyer, once that sentencing day is over, the lawyer's gone. He's like everything he said, how he cared, and all this gone. It's over, man. You know.
Okay. So
I mean, for the most part, some lawyers still will talk to you after, but usually they're done. Their job's done, man. Like their salesman job's done.
Now,
did you hire a lawyer? Or did you defender? Both of you guys.
So
Otis
that's
hired
the biggest
a lawyer,
regret.
private lawyer, or public defender?
I hire a private lawyer.
waste of money.
That's the biggest mistake.
Hey, that's how they get you. When you first you be panicking, like, oh shit. And those lawyers that get you 10 grand, 15 grand. Come on, let's do it.
I wish it was that.
They don't tell you, hey.
Simpson, if it was federal, he would have wasted his money. State,
They don't tell you, hey,
hire a dream team.
They don't tell you, man. When the feds come to get you, they got you.
Well, see that's
So it's like you're gonna.
I know. How much did they get you for? 80 grand, 10 grand, what?
who me?
Yeah, your lawyer.
Oh, 50.
Oh, they got you.
Yeah.
They got you, man. I know, bro. Make sure you tell the next guy, man. That's all you got to do, bro. Make sure you
I
tell
did
the
not
next guy.
see Sean's interviews until after I paid.
You probably wouldn't have listened to me anyways, because
I would
don't know, maybe.
I would have. I'm like, because I thought that all these attorneys were gonna be the same as state.
Complete difference. In a state, you could go to trial and the jury, they have to be proven beyond a reasonable doubt.
Right.
Guess what it takes to get indicted? A reasonable doubt.
Yeah.
Yeah, they prey on your fear when you first call them.
Yeah.
When you first call them, they prey on your fear. Oh, they got the guidelines, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't be straight up with you, man. Say, hey, man, they're going to sentence you, but it's all about how long you're going to prison.
Right.
You're going to prison, but it's how long. That's what we got to work on. So.
And if you do take it to trial and win, guess what? Because I was in there with this one guy said, oh, he won his first 2 cases. I go, what are you doing here in prison? He goes, well, they keep coming back.
They keep coming back.
And you know, they had to drop 4 charges, Trivium 1. They had a stack on him, right? And they'll let you for about a year. He's going, all right, see, I beat my case. We're back.
That's how they do it, man.
Until they get a win, they keep coming back. I mean, look at Trump. How many times they would quit on him? They might finally quit because he won for president. Are you going to run for president? Maybe you'll get him off your back, but
so
they don't quit when they won. They're like Jehovah's Witnesses, man. They're going to keep coming to your door.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got one more question for you. How did you prepare mentally for this day or tomorrow? Sean helped me, advise me not to get a lawyer. Sean the man, you hear me? That's like the best advice you can give somebody. Do not get a damn lawyer.
Yeah, give your family that money.
Yeah.
And the public defender system and the federal system, they're not bad.
No,
Right.
and
They
so
actually do
there's,
some
I
work.
think,
It's not crowded like the state.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I think there's 91 federal judicial districts, and each one has one or two public defenders, and that's it. The rest are subcontracted out, right? So if you get that position of public defender, you've reached as high as you can get. They're happy. They want to keep their job because there's people trying to get that job from them, so they work.
Right. Okay.
Okay? You know, it's a high position. In the in the state system, you got 200 public defenders, 800 people on their caseload. You know, it's completely different, man. Completely different. Oranges and apples, whatever.
That was the biggest stressor right there. Is thinking that it was gonna be like the state.
Let me guess. The lawyer you hired told you that. Oh, I work with the prosecution all the time. My sister's uncle is part of works here and that. Right? Which sales pitch line did they get? Which one did he get?
He used to be a prosecutor.
Yeah, see, that's
good
called
old classic. Used to be a prosecutor.
Law
Hey, good
School
old
101, man.
as a
How to
classic.
get a client. How to get a client and how to get him to pay.
My boy said he's facing state and federal charges. So
Yeah, he
I
is.
met a couple guys in when I was in there. Either you're in the state. Once you're done with the state, they'll send you to the feds.
He's
And
got
some
both
guys
right
were
now,
they were
but he
done with
does
this
what-
federal sentence and they were getting sent back to the state. You know what I mean? So you have to get like a motion to run both of them concurrent.
Mm-hmm.
So you can do that, Anthony.
And
You
that's
face
what I
the
was
federal
telling him,
charge.
too.
You can get like some kind of, I don't know the name of the movement. You just got to go in that law library. But you can make it to where they put both of them together in the federal system, where they can like do it down with the
I'm
parcel
working
from the
on
federal to
getting
the
him the
state.
paperwork for that. A guy named Walt Pablo sent me some paperwork when I was in the camp. A guy had the same situation.
Mhm.
2 months later, they called him up to the office and he got free. He got set free. Everything was merged, like you said. So this guy Walt Pablo, he helped me a lot when he had a channel. Now he teaches criminology courses now, but he did 10 years defense. He's gonna send me the paperwork. I'm gonna call him Monday, but I'm working on that, Anthony. Just like Otis said, there is a way to get that state one. Just the feds, they trump everything. You know, they can, if it's federal law, like marijuana is legal here, but the feds can come in and still arrest you. You know.
Yeah. So feds got the last say so. So what else on your mind? Got everything out, man? We here.
And I got mainly everything out. Yeah.
Okay.
You want to know how the bathroom system works?
Well, that's
Don't
interesting.
pee in the toilet. Only pee in the urinal. Right.
Hey,
Hey, I got schooled, man. There was 2 guys. I didn't want to wait. I went in the toilet, and he goes, "Did you just pee in there?" I go, "Yeah, but I wiped it off with the spray thing." He goes, "No, motherfucker." Right? We end up being friends later, but
So in reference to the bathroom, do they give you toilet paper or do they already have it?
we got 2 rolls a week.
Yeah, you get you like 2 rolls a week.
Okay.
Yeah, and the shower, it's got a door. You know, you're fine. I don't know about the lowest with those other guys
Oh,
running
low,
around.
no, it's just like you got 10 showers over here on this side, 10 showers on this side.
It's
They
not
did have a
open
door.
shower.
They did have the door. It had the door like right here.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, you find
So
those same doors
what-
like right here.
yeah, sometimes you'll see 4
And so,
legs and 1 head.
Yeah, that's how it is. Legs and the head. And they got this fat ass, long ass line right here. So guys are getting out, guys coming in.
It's
What's
probably
the
his birthday. It's probably his birthday. Go.
What's the time that they give you in the shower?
The shower
Anytime.
depends on it depends. Like if it's rush hour, like let's say if everybody just coming from Rick
Mm-hmm.
and everybody flood the showers and niggas standing in line, so the
Right.
shower might be 5 minutes or something like that. You know what I mean? Just because they got people waiting.
Right.
Now if you just do it on like a leniency, like just the showers that be open, you can just go in there and have fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I asked because I got the dread, so
Yeah, it depends on what part of the day it is. That's all.
okay.
You know,
I was
man,
telling
it's
you,
like-
hygiene. I know hygiene's important, man. Don't be smelling, right?
Right.
Wash every day. But I was telling him when he goes to his commissary, what items should he get that first day? I mean, shower shoes. I say is number 1, right?
Oh yeah, get some shower shoes. Get them nasty ass floors, man. Got to get them shower shoes.
Or just they're like $2 or something.
Get your hygiene, get all that shit.
Right.
Get you some like some shelf stable foods, noodles,
Right.
tunas, shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cause you never know if it had to be a lockdown or something like that, and you can't go to someone's here.
Right.
They did us like that. We couldn't go to commissary for like a
They
month.
still got microwaves, or they still got
We had
microwaves?
this,
or did
we
they
had this
take
thing
it
called the
away?
190. So it was a little sprocket sticking out the wall, and it pulls out like 190 degrees of hot water, steaming. That's how we'll heat up our noodles and all that shit.
Okay.
And we had the stinger. You know what the stinger is? It's like a little contraption. They drop it in some water that they blew and cook the food.
Yeah, I know. The Paisas were over there making, all kinds of.
So you gonna see all kind of goddamn adventures in there. Like, what the fuck? You guys should just fucking stayed in school, man. So.
Nah, the two of you answered a lot of my questions. Actually, all of my questions.
How's the AC system in Florida? We had feds usually have air conditioning everywhere, but is it good in Florida? Air conditioning for the summer?
Yeah, hell yeah. Everything was pumping. We had this one time that motherfucker went out, boy. I almost died in that motherfucker. So
State
I thought
prisons.
I was breathing on the water, man. That shit was crazy. But
Arizona, they give them fans, and it's 110 degrees. They get a fan. State prisons.
I heard there's a couple guys came from there. They were saying, dude, we got it good down here in Coleman because everywhere else these motherfuckers got fans and it's circulating hot air. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
So we got it good at Coleman, man. You got locked up. I know if you're trying to go to Georgia, they got what they got up there? USP Georgia, I believe. They were sending some guys from Coleman asking us to go on to work on the work detail in Georgia. Cause they had and there's a lot of guys signing up just getting sent up there to Georgia. I'm trying to see which prison it was. That was USP Atlanta.
Atlanta, yeah. Big
it was
Sandy,
a penitentiary.
right?
They turned it to a low. And that motherfucker was so crew up. Huh?
Yeah. There was Big Sandy in Atlanta. That was the penitentiary. They shut it down now.
They shut down Big Sandy?
Yeah. Because the guards raping women and stuff like that, or the women, something like that. They've been shutting a lot of prisons down. Big Sandy shut down now.
That shit crazy. But yeah, them shit's crooked, man. That shit.
They're actually guards are doing time now, especially in the women's prisons. They closed Dublin down in California because they've been raping the women, and groping them and all that stuff for years. But now they.
I had a female friend of mine. She told me about her experience in a prison here in Florida, and she can confirm that same type of story you're telling, man. Like guards raping females and getting pregnant by them and shit like that. So.
Yeah.
Females got it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got a little rough.
I know some of the females can't rape the willing, whatever, but there's other women they didn't want to be touched and they got touched. Yeah. So what else, man? I know, what your wife had any questions? Like, is she there or anything? Or
nah, she's sleeping the baby right now.
Okay.
She slept. She put to sleep the younger one. Now I could hear her trying to put to sleep the older one.
So there's always two sides. We have your side, then we have your family side.
Right.
You know what I mean? So they're going through this right along with you. Like your wife, she's going through this with you. It's like she's going to prison.
Yeah.
So she went from being with you every day.
Yeah.
Like this, and the next day you're just gone.
Yeah.
So
how are the bills going to get paid now?
That's the type of thing.
Yeah.
I was gonna get to. Like, you got a system in place for
that.
that.
She got to do your role and her role now. She got to step up and be.
Yeah.
She got to do two roles now.
Yeah.
So when you get out, you don't get your old role back. You can't just come and step and take that place. She's already
worked for it.
Yeah. So it's gonna be different when you get out, man.
It's always two sides to the coin. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, that's why you write her a letter every day. At least that. You got to start repairing that damage now, man.
Yeah.
You can't wait to get out.
Say, make sure you just verbally being there for her and let her know, hey man, I'm in here changing. I'm not just sitting around. You know what I mean? I'm working on my physical health, my mental health. You get what I'm saying? Let her know you put in some type of work to be a better you. You see what I'm saying? And that would give her some assurance, like, okay, you know what I mean? That'll make her feel good, man. So.
Yeah, because
just want to get swole, man. That's all I gotta do. Want to get swole, man.
Yeah.
You're hoping when she's gonna wait for you, right? That's what have you guys talked about that? Did she say she'd wait for you?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's a hard question to ask.
That's a legit question. It's a legit question.
Because you might just assume it, but have you actually had the conversation?
No, we actually started marriage couples therapy.
Okay.
To help with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just like
yeah.
you going through it, I think she going through it as well. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, she definitely is.
Yeah, hell yeah. So
Yeah. Right now, she's a ride or die. I just gotta be there for her, even though I
sure.
can't be there for her physically. Just talk to her on the phone, writing the letters.
Write her letters, beat her for, give her assurance, let her know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Show her progress while you're in there, because you can't make progress on yourself.
Right.
Those type of things that matter, man. So you just
And when you do call her, remember, man, don't tell her how to run the household.
Right.
Do not.
yeah, because some guys getting up, they be on the phone.
Yeah.
Nigga, you in prison, you can't do shit to me right
I
now.
told you I need that money on my books, right? How come you didn't answer the phone when I called? Huh? What are you doing? Why didn't you answer the phone?
Yeah, and
Don't.
Yeah.
I see some guy, that's like a deal breaker.
You know what? I only get the phone once a day, and you didn't answer it. You had to be standing by there, waiting for me, ready. Don't. It's you know what I mean?
So the best thing you do is trust her and guide her
Yeah.
while you in
Yeah.
as a team.
Yeah.
It's time to put all them skills you guys learn, put that shit together, you know what I mean, and get through this
Right.
shit. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes, ma'am. No, ma'am. Anything you say, ma'am, just bow. I mean, you fucked up.
I was in the same situation. I think what helped me was just the communication.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I wasn't trying to lay down the law, no crazy shit like that, man. I was just recommendations. Okay, I think we should do this. What do you think? Ooh, this how we get, you know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
as long as she feel like she has somebody in her corner as well. And another thing which you don't do, some guys be, I'm in prison and you're free, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Don't say shit like that.
Good point. Good point.
You think she's not stressing because, you know what I mean? She's not, you know what I mean? So, yeah, so. Don't play the victim role is what I can say.
Right.
Yeah.
The victim role. So.
Yeah, because she'll show. You want to know who the victim is? She'll tell you.
Don't play that victim role, man. Own up to your shit like a man. I'm in here. You know what I mean? This is how we're gonna work the game. This is how we're gonna do this shit as a team.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you can have a successful marriage relationship while you're in there, bro.
Right.
Yeah. So it's all about perception, how you take it, how you respond to it, and you know.
And the good news is you're a short timer. You might only do 3 months if that home confinement thing kicks in. You might be in and out before you know it, but you're still not gonna. You're not gonna do more than a year.
Yeah, I don't think you're
not even close.
I don't think you're not gonna do. Definitely not gonna do 24 months. I believe you're gonna do like worst case scenario, 14 months.
Right. Right.
Good scenario, you can do like 9 months to a year. Possible.
Yeah.
Your case manager, don't go in there demanding and he owes you nothing, like all that. Those case managers, they're just trying to retire. They got 200 inmates on their. Look, man, don't go in there. Hey, man, I want my halfway house time on this. Don't go in. You just treat them like you're. Treat them like you would yourself. Okay, don't go in demanding. Because the case manager is the guy who's gonna get it set up the halfway house time and all.
Yeah, he's busting his ass, man.
Right.
Yeah, so you want to, hey, man, I just want to know what's the least time I could get, and what do I need to do? What programs can I take to lower my time? Just tell me what to do. I'm going to make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
So.
Yeah, and you'll learn about respect, man. I never had more people open the door for me than until I got to prison. You know what I mean? It's the thing. You open the door for the guy behind you when you're walking, right? You'll see the respect thing. You know what I mean?
You have to respect thing,
It's a different kind of respect than you can hear. I mean, you don't touch your celly soap and move it 2 inches over. He'll know. I mean, you don't fuck with somebody else's shit.
Right.
Because there ain't no fucking space in there, so everybody territorial and you know what I mean? It's just if your room side of the room is dirty, it's going to affect him.
Yeah.
Because he got to look at that shit. And so, yeah, man. So just be mindful of that. Other than that, man.
Now, to get into the programs and do the programs, don't I have to do some type of assessment when I get in there first?
But they got they give you the community time now. They add up the most possible amount you could get, and then for first step back credits and all that. It's called community time. It's something they just started. You've been out a little while. They finally figured out how to calculate your first step back credits. So now they call it community time. So let's say you got a 5-year sentence. The most possible you could get is 2.5 years of First Step Back credits minus this. So they assess you probably maybe your third or fourth week there, and they'll give you an out date. But now you could fuck that up if you don't do all the programs, make the classes, be on waiting lists, and then they'll work from there. Because before every month they got to hey, I got 8 more days this month. Can you add that onto my thing? They don't do it like that. They figured out how to calculate it now without being overworked.
I know when you get 2 years, like I did, your out date is going to be like 5 months less, maybe 6 months less.
Okay.
See what I'm saying? Don't fuck it up.
Okay.
So you're not going to do, technically you're not going to do if you follow all the good shit without the programs, it's like, you really have to do like 18 months, 19 months.
Yeah.
If you fuck it up, they can take all that away. You know what I mean? Kick you out of, if you take any other like shit. There's a lot of shit you can take in there to get credits to. You know what I mean? They got these little courses you can take, the AA groups, all kind of shit. And you get points off that shit, and it knocks down your time.
You just need 1 hour.
Program all fucking
1 hour a day counts as a day of program. So don't take all your classes on Tuesday night and then think you're going to get 10 credits. You got to do it every day.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Okay. Yeah.
You can't take 3 classes on Tuesday and go, well, good. It only counts for 1 hour.
Okay.
You take 4 hours of classes or 1 hour, you're only going to get credit for 1 hour as far as the first step credits count.
Program, man. Program. You can knock that shit down like this.
Okay.
And it's simple, easy shit. Like,
and it's on the tablet?
Yeah. I wasn't done for the tablets. When I got there, they just put them in. So I got
yeah, that's new to me too.
I got a couple guys I can reach out to. I'm gonna check them out.
Okay.
So I still communicate.
Last I heard, it was $480 for a tablet, though.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Tablet is like a game changer, man. So that way you got to be dealing with the phone and this bullshit and hiding cat and mouse shit. And, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's definitely a game changer. And they kind of realize that. You know what I'm saying? They're like, how can we get rid of these fucking phones? Because you got some people making a fucking $100,000 a year from cell phones. You know what I mean? So.
And they told me it's 6 cents a minute for the video calls. That's cheaper than an email. That was 10 cents a minute. Email. 6 cents a minute on a video call. That's not bad. But you only get so many minutes that you're allowed to use, though.
Spend your money wisely. Spend your money wisely. Because what you're gonna see, like support will dry up after a while. When you first get there, everybody, oh my god, and they send you money. You know what I mean? Get all that shit. Take it. After a while,
they do have ice machines. They have sodas in a can. You can order that stuff too.
I was living frugal in there, man. My big thing was ordering books from Amazon. You know, and I was living frugal. Like I didn't need, you know what I mean? Yeah. A bunch of random shit handy. Because the food they give you is stuff that they you.
Wants to know why you're going to jail. Well, there's a big difference between jail and prison, Harris. But
why?
So jail is when you're not sentenced. That's where they hold you at and house you. Once you get sentenced, they ship you off to a prison. And that's where you actually serve your time.
Now, sometimes people get a DUI or they spend a weekend in jail, and that's all the time they had to do. Mm-hmm. There's that kind of thing, too. But prison's usually for a longer, I guess, the greater the crime, the longer the time.
You said it perfectly. All right, man. All right. Like
we can wrap it up, guys.
Got it all together, man.
I appreciate it.
What's your name again? Ron.
Oh, Ron, yeah.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man.
Your help,
yes, sir. Good luck on your journey.
And Ron C said, I can stay like 5 minutes, Ron. Yeah, he stayed the whole time.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it.
No, I love it. Thank you. Otis, man, and I'm going to put the links for the 2 videos that me and Otis did 4 years ago. They'll be underneath there, too, so then people could see what you used to be like.
For sure. I got to go.
No, you were good, dude.
Someone just told me, let me go look at check on Sean, man. And I had to had to come on, man. So.
All right, guys. Hey, subscribe and like and all that. And I'm probably going to do some videos later. I'm going to try to do a GoFundMe to get my rent paid because this job got me on hold. And if you guys see that, it's not that I'm struggling. It's just life shows up sometimes, man. So
life damn show does show up. I'm right along with
you. But anyways, Ronald, man, you're going to get through this. Life's not over. It's just a chapter in the book, man.
Exactly.
Definitely going to get through it, man. Like I say, don't go into playing around. Get caught up in that bullshit I was talking about. Program, communicate, work on your mental health, work out, read. You be good to go, man.
All right,
No,
appreciate
man.
it.
For sure.
All right,
You ain't got
guys.
nothing to worry about.
And, hey, Ron, I'll give you a
All
call
right.
later tonight, man. If you some more, you think of something else, questions. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
guys, man. Anybody? All right, guys.
All right,
Catch on.
peace.
And take my email.